All right, down screen. Here's your stop. What is Isaiah Stewart doing? Your man is clearly setting a down screen. You've got to get attached and show so Bogdanovich cannot curl. He's got to go out, and this chase can happen, but you don't show. So look at how Bogdanovich is able to curl right off of it, get into the lane, easy too. You switch this screen, you've got to immediately get underneath, stop, immediately underneath, and immediately battle for real estate at the three-point line. You are a guard guarding Rudy Gobert. You've got to be jamming him at the three-point line. Look what happens. Look when you stop jam. Look at this. Look at this. Now you don't. I mean, Rudy Gobert's the one initiating contact. So now he's got you sealed. Now you have to front. Now this player's got to get backside help. But so that means there's nobody to guard here. It's just a mess. And it ends up leading to a wide open catch and shoot three. Okay, so again, you're in drop coverage. Look at all the problems this creates. Okay, stop. So look at the options. This player's coming in to help, so if Ingles turns the corner here, he probably shouldn't need to do that. But look, this lob to Rudy Gobert's wide open because he's big committed to the ball. So again, get out of drop coverage. So what ends up happening is they throw it out there, easy pump fake and wide open jumper. So get out of drop coverage, okay? I can do a couple of things. I can hedge, right? Push this guard out this way, backside help right here. This player slides in over here. Now this player is guarding these two Jazz players 2 passes away. Depending on where the ball might be skipped to, we can X out, okay? Or this is a very easy screen to switch. How? You're cutting off this dribble here. This player is going immediately underneath Gobert, battling for real estate, battling for real estate. This player, battling for real estate, battling for real estate. And I'm cutting the ball off here. So if this player wants to go this way, there's going to be no place to go. I have 2 defenders in the gaps, okay? But you're in the worst of all options, which is drop coverage, and you give up a wide open jumper because of it. Can't run drop coverage unless you have backside help. Look at this. So Isaiah Stewart's going to drop a little bit higher here, but there's no backside help on Rudy Gobert. So it's just an easy pass there, and it's a 2-shot foul. So again, what can I do to get backside help? Okay, right now, hedge. Okay, now I'm pushing this guard out this way. Now this backside defender can step up. If a skip pass is made all the way here, he should easily be able to recover to the corner. Okay? And again, we'll just review this again. If this player's in backside help and this player cuts, then this player is somehow able to make this pass. Then this player just needs to be cognizant of this, okay, and yell out cutter, 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 okay. And then what would happen is the man that steps in backside help would then move to the weak side of the floor. So this player would probably go here, and you just go right here, okay. But I need backside help on Rudy Gobert. This is going to always happen. 2 shots. Example of why you guard with your back to the baseline. So the Jazz switch, stop. Look at this defender right here. His back is towards the sideline. Open up, back to the baseline. You can even get maybe another half step in. But first of all, Isaiah Stewart right now has got to cut this player's dribble off. Now my back is to the baseline, and I'm a half step in. So if Conley comes this way, I can easily stunt, and I can easily recover because I don't have to move my feet at all. But when your back's to the sideline, you're not in the gaps. So now look, now Conley gets right to the rim and draws a 2-shot foul for Utah. This is what happens when you don't have a wide stance. Okay, stop. Look at right here. Why are his feet close together? Okay, I'm guarding right here. I have a foot on the line and a foot wide this way. So when this pass gets made, I can immediately come and guard the ball. Okay, when your feet are tied together like this, it's much more difficult to get out and guard the ball naturally, okay? So look at this ball gets swung, feet are tied together, so now it's just rip and go, and you draw a double team, and it leads to a wide open catch and shoot 3. Horrible defense here by Cade Cunningham. Stop. Players in the gap. Dribbles picked up. So right now you need to get back out. There is nothing. You cannot gamble. No, it is once the dribble's picked up, you're back to the three-point line. Corey Joseph's going here, so you're good. Corey Joseph should also be announcing that he's going here. But you need to get back out right now. The dribble's picked up. This player did a great job being in the gaps. But look what Cade Cunningham does. Look at that gamble right there. Okay? So now he's late to get out. Now the defense is scrambling, and there's, leads to a wide open catch and shoot 3 in the corner. You have to show. Your man is setting a down screen. Cade Cunningham, get attached, show. This player cannot curl. He has got to go out more so this player can chase and actually guard one-on-one. But you don't show, so this player curls, and now look. Now this player's never in position to guard one-on-one, and it's just going to lead to an easy 2. So the Jazz are in the bonus. That's important to note here. Okay, stop. What is this player doing? You don't guard with your back to the sideline. Open up. Just open up right here with your back to the baseline, okay? Trey Lyles, don't sag. Make sure he goes this way, okay? You're walking right into a wall. There's no place for him to go. It's easy stunt, easy recover. But this player's guarding with his back to the sideline, so he's not in the gaps. Utah's in the bonus, so now Trey Lyles has to guard this man one-on-one. Cheap foul, 2 shots for Utah. I think you're switching this. This is a terrible switch, okay? You can't get beat baseline, okay? Right now, you switch this ball screen. You're up, and when this player comes up, you're sending him this way. Well, this player needs to switches over the top, which is a no-no. This player needs to switch underneath, and then you have Kelly Olynyk here. So I have gap defenders here and here. So I have got to cut this player's dribble off and force him this way where there's no place to go. But nope, I'm going to let him go this way where there's no gap help whatsoever, so it's right to the rim and an and 1. Unbelievable. Another down screen stop. What is this player doing? Get attached and show so he can't curl. Make him have to go out so this chase can happen. But again, you don't show, so now he's curling right into a wide open 3. Idiot drop coverage. Look at this. So you're giving up a 2-on-1. You have no backside help on Rudy Gobert, so it's a lob, okay? Unbelievable. You have to have backside help, okay? Hedge. This is how you get backside help. You push this guard out this way. This player's standing here in backside help, okay? If a skip pass is made here, it's an easy recovery, okay? Again, if this player wants to cut, and while this player's in backside help, then you just yell out, cutter, cutter, cutter. This player slides over here. This player sinks down. And the man that's in backside help is going to come over here and X out depending on where the ball goes. Okay? But you need backside help on Rudy Gobert. I mean, I don't know how you think that's possibly to not have. What is your game plan here? Okay? So you're either fronting the post, okay, and this player's in backside help, and either this pass is going to get thrown, okay, this way, and you're Xing out. So this player goes here, and this player flies up here. Or this player is just going to get back out, which he does, okay? But this player looks like he's planning on coming over here. This has to be talked about beforehand, okay? If you're fronting the post, this player's either coming here and you're staying home, or this player's going here and you're Xing out here, okay? But look what happens here. We get 2 people going towards this player, so that means that you're going to be late to get out to guard this player, and now it's just going to be a rip-and-go drive, and it's going to lead right to the basket for 2. Okay, this is absolutely unbelievable. Okay, let's back it up here. First of all, this player should not be jogging. Sprint, sprint, sprint. We get back to the three-point line. Give us an extra number in transition defensively. But instead, you're jogging. Now, even with this jog, look at right here. You have got to, he should already be here. I mean, he should already be right here, okay? He should already be right here right now, okay? Honestly, his back should be to the baseline, and if this player comes this way, you're stunting and recovering. But this is you're still here. So what are you doing? Look at this. All you got to do, you don't have to move your feet. Just jab at this. Get this dribble picked up. Easy recovery, right? But somehow, some way, this person's there, but doesn't stunt and recover. He does nothing. So now this player's dribble's alive, so he's getting into the lane. That causes Isaiah Stewart to have to help, and Rudy Gobert is able to get in freely for an offensive rebound dunk. Horrible transition defense. Let's take a look. So this player right here, well, let's watch him from the get-go. So Utah has the ball. This player right here is jogging. You cannot jog. Sprint, 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 sprint. Same thing with this player here, okay? Look at him jog. No, sprint, 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 sprint. Get to the three-point line, okay? But we got 2 players jogging here, so look. So now this player should already be here ready to guard one-on-one. This player should be underneath right here and ready to be into the gaps. okay? But this player's late getting over, so now he's going to be twisted around, and now this player is able to get right to the rim for two. That's horrible transition defense. Have to switch underneath. Let's take a look. Ball, stop. Get underneath right here, okay? One, because you're in the gaps on this drive. But two, I mean, Isaiah Stewart then never has to step up. Look at this. You're switching over the top. So look, now there's this driving lane that should never happen. This player gets to the lane. Isaiah Stewart now has to step up and help. Nobody to take Gobert, and it's going to lead to a two-shot foul for Utah. What on earth is Cade Cunningham doing? You're guarding this man right here. You got to stay there. A down screen's coming. You've got to be able to chase, okay? So, but look at Cade. Look, he's all the way over here. Here comes the down screen. So, I mean, you're screwed because his pass is already made. You have got to stay with your man here, okay? When this down screen is set, Isaiah Stewart needs to show, and you need to chase. But Cade Cunningham loses sight of his man, so now his man's wide open for three. The shell drill in motion. Okay, so you're switching the screen and you're guarding the ball. Okay, once this pass gets made here, I'm dropping, right? You drop a step here. Your man's all the way out here. Okay, if he approaches the three-point line, you'll still be fine. But you're dropping a step. Ball gets swung back here, boom, you're back up. But the other thing, this player's got to cut this player's dribble off, send him this way. This player needs to drop, and now look, now I can get into the gap, stunt, easy recovery. But nope, this player's sagging. This player never drops, so there's no gap help, so it's just a straight line drive to the rim and a two-shot foul. If you're switching this ball screen, you got to cut his, first of all, you can't switch over the top. You've got to get underneath so you're battling for real estate, so that you end up maybe around here, somewhere between the elbow or free throw line and out. Okay, even if you're here, that's fine. Okay, and I need to cut Bogdanovic's dribble off right here. He is not going this way. Okay, I am forcing him this way. This player also should be in the gaps. He can slide over. Okay, so I should have a gap defender somewhere around here, and I have another gap defender around here. So now I'm switching, and now Bogdanovic is going this way where there's no place for him to go. There's no place for him to go. But this player switches over the top, not battling for real estate. Isaiah Stewart doesn't cut Bogdanovic's dribble off, so now he's going one-on-one. That draws help at the rim, and the defense is scrambling. It's an open three. This is god-awful. This is awful to make. Look at all this jogging. Look at this jogging. You're not even jogging. You're just like barely backpedaling here, okay? And then look at Cade Cunningham jog. So Cade Cunningham should be, so we should have, everybody should be sprinting back. We can't, there's no way in hell this Jazz player can get behind all of the defenders for the Pistons. But look what happens. Because, look at this. Look at Cade Cunningham jogging back. This player, it's just basically a light back pedal. So now look what happens. Now this Jazz player is ahead of everyone, and it's just right to the rim again, and it's an easy 2, and 1 actually. Going under, you have to jam the screener. Look what happens when you go under without jamming the screener. You're giving up a wide open 3, okay? So right here, if you're look at this. This player needs to be up right now, okay? Jamming the screener with his body. Showing your hands, but jamming the screener with his body. So now it's much easier to get on the other side. You're not going nearly as far under, okay? And also, while you're jamming the screener with your body, you can show a little bit with your arms out. And it makes it even easier for this player to get under, and you're not giving up an open 3. But you don't jam the screener, so look how you're going under. You're going to give up something, an open 3. That's just what's going to happen. Switching this ball screen, you've got to battle for, stop right now, stop. So Cade Cunningham's fine. Okay, right, well, let's see. Okay, right now you switch. Right now you're immediately underneath. This player's immediately up. You've got to be battling for real estate with Gobert. You cannot stop battling for real estate with Gobert. Your back has to stay to the baseline, and you've got to be battling for real estate. Watch Cade Cunningham. Look what happens here. Look at how his back turns to the sideline for no reason whatsoever. Now you let Gobert behind you, and it just catch and dunk. Bad transition defense. First of all, this trailer needs to just be sprinting, and then there's got to be some communication, okay? Right now, Cade Cunningham's got to communicate, I got Gobert. So this player isn't trailing down the middle, he's trailing to the side. So Cade Cunningham is up, and now he's battling for real estate with Gobert way out here. Okay, but look what happens. Cade Cunningham is late to get to Gobert. Where's this player going? Someone's got to communicate to this player to tell him, right now someone should be communicating that he needs to get here. Okay? Cade Cunningham then can get ready to step up here, okay? And you can start battling with Gobert right around the free throw line, okay? But instead, Cade Cunningham's going to wait and not guard Gobert until he's already in the charge circle. This player is going down the middle, leaving this player in the corner because there's no communication. So again, now look, now it's right down to Gobert because he's way too low, and it's an easy 2. You have to know the situation. Utah is in the bonus right here, so if you're Kelly Olynyk, okay, watch this. So shot goes up, you don't get it. Okay, Utah's got the stop. Bogdanovic has the ball clearly here. Okay, so with Utah being in the bonus, you have to know that. So now I'm sprinting back. I'm not gambling. I'm sprinting back because a cheap foul all the way on the other part of the floor sends Utah to the line. So get back, back, back. Okay? Instead, Olynyk is going to gamble when Bogdanovic clearly has the ball, and now Utah's going to the line shooting 2 because of a cheap foul on the other side of the court. You cannot be in drop coverage with no backside help on Gobert. It's an easy lob dunk. Okay, so let's see what our options are. Okay, one of our options is, well, of course, hedge, right? Push this guard out this way, backside defender right here on Gobert. They make a skip pass this way, easy recovery. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing I can do is I guess I can switch. This player needs to get underneath, though, and battle for real estate now. Okay? Now. All right? And then Kelly Olynyk's up, and you're angling this ball handler this way, right where we have a gap defender right here. So I could switch. I'd probably rather hedge, but drop coverage is the worst of these options, and it's an easy lob dunk. Drop coverage, unbelievable. So now, again, what does drop coverage do? It allows this guard to snake dribble. Look at this snake dribble right here. Keep the guard on his back. Now he's into the lane, and you draw a 2-shot foul. So again, this is so easy to hedge, okay? This player is up right now, pushing this guard this way, okay? This player's here to close this off so he can't split the hedge. Okay, this player just slides over just a hair to guard Gobert and backside help. If a skip pass is made here, it's an easy recovery on the airtime of that pass. Keep this guard out of the lane. But again, you're in drop coverage, so now a snake dribble, and now Olynyk is going to be forced to foul right in the lane, and Utah's going back to the line for 2. This is unreal. 5 seconds on the game clock right here. What is Isaiah Stewart doing? If you're Isaiah Stewart, stay with Rudy Gobert, okay? This player here, I don't know why I would not be guarding the inbounds, but it's fine. If this player, force this player this way, there's no place for him to go. You're right here, okay? If you're Isaiah Stewart, you are in no man's land. You have to stay with Gobert. You cannot let him get behind you. But look what happens here. You let Gobert get behind you, and it's a dunk. That is horrific. Again, drop coverage. I actually don't really know what Cade Cunningham's doing here. I mean, there's nothing for you to do here. You should be a little bit more out, okay? But again, you're giving up the lane, so now it's just a quick catch, rip and go drive, and a 2-shot foul. So again, just get out of drop coverage, okay? Please, for the love of God, get up, push this guard out this way. This player's easily here in backside help. This player's occupying the 2 Jazz players who are 2 passes away. And then we X out depending on what happens with the rotation of the ball. But keep the guard out of the lane. Give me backside help on Rudy Gobert. I'm not giving up the lane to Joe Ingles here for Utah. Okay? And we're good. We're going to get a stop if we execute it properly, which we will because we've prepared for it. But instead, you're giving up the lane. Now it's just a rip-and-go drive. Cade Cunningham's out of position, but you shouldn't be in drop coverage anyways, and it's 2 shots. Drop coverage, this is so stupid. You're giving up the lane, so now this player's in the lane and going to hit a little shot at the rim. Okay, look at how easy this is to hedge. Okay, I'm up. I'm pushing this guard out this way. Backside defense right here. Okay, this player, honestly, this player can slide down all the way, and now this Pistons player is responsible for the Jazz players that are 2 passes away, okay? And then what happens, okay? If the ball, let's say the ball, so this player rotates down. Let's say the ball goes here. This player rotates back up. This player rotates here, and this player rolls down, X's up here. So, and this is all communicated, Okay? Let's say the pass gets made here. Then the backside defender here, this player slides here, and you just simply X out there. But you keep the guard out of the lane, and you have backside help for Gobert. But you're just giving up the lane here, so you're giving up shots at the rim. Okay, again, I wouldn't switch this screen. I'm hedging this, okay? Again, it's so easy to hedge up, and you're over here, so he can't split the hedge. The second this ball handler hesitates, picks up his dribble, or brings his dribble back the other way, the man hedging can then recover back over here, okay? But on this pick and pop, when I hedge, look what happens. This player is immediately up, so we're denying here, okay? This player is going to guard these two Jazz players 2 passes away. If a skip pass is made all the way to the corner, it's just an easy rotation here, okay? Then this player rotates here, and the man that went in backside help is just going to fall back onto this third Jazz option right here, okay? But you switch this screen. Now you've got Isaiah Stewart on an island. I mean, if you really wanted to get a stop here, you got to have Isaiah Stewart up, cutting off his dribble, bringing him this way, right into a gap defender right here. But you just, again, Isaiah Stewart's on an island, and here he goes one-on-one, and it's going to end up just being a blow-by and a layup for Utah. I mean, this is just a case of no boxing out. I don't really know. There's nothing else to really describe here. This is basic basketball. First of all, right here, you can't let Rudy Gobert just chill. You got to be pushing him out, jamming, getting as far out. I got a gap defender right here, okay? But I need to be, so now when the shot goes up, it's an easy box out. This player here, it just doesn't box out. Look, the shot goes up. Look at this player here. He doesn't box out. He does nothing. Why are you colliding on Rudy Gobert? No. Go find your man here, get into his butt, and not box him out. Box him out. The only person getting the rebound is you. But this player, look at this. He's not boxing out his man at all. So now Bogdanovic is just going to have a free roll right to the rim, and it's an easy putback. You're going to switch this screen. You got to get underneath right now. You're underneath, so you're jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate, jamming for real estate. Instead, you let Bogdanovic get to wherever he wants to on the floor. Now he's got you sealed. Okay? So now I really can't dig in the post because, look, my man's all the way out here. Bogdanovic is this low here. So this is a double team. Okay? So right now, this player's got to be up the line and on a kick out here. This player's got to go here. This player's up the line. This player's got to go here. And then this player just falls back onto this man right here. The last option there. Okay? But you double, you have no rotation out, so it's obviously going to be a wide open catch and shoot 3. You cannot go under this dribble handoff screen. Okay, look at that. First of all, why are you going under this with this much separation? You can easily get over the top. Okay? This is either you're over the top because there's so much space, or you're switching this, right? This player's up immediately, you're down here. Okay? But you go under this, and there's a practice shot 3. Okay, I don't want to switch this. This is such an easy hedge. Utah's spacing is terrible. This player gets up, so he can't split the hedge. This player's out. Backside defender just has to slide over a little bit. If a skip pass is made here, easy recovery. Okay? Or you have the option to X out, too. Hedge, okay? Then this player goes in backside help, and then we just X out. This player's here, this player rotates here, and this player rotates onto this third Utah option. But you're probably okay with just that first option. But you switch Bogdanovic onto a guard. This is a total mismatch, okay? And you're going to see he's just going to back him down, and then it's going to end up being a 2-shot foul for Utah. Horrible communication on this handoff. Stop. Okay, so right now, if someone, this player, you can never assume this player's got to call out switch. Okay? And if you hear switch, it's immediately you're here and immediately I'm up here. Okay? It cannot be, well, I can maybe fight. No. It's as soon as you hear switch, up, down. Okay? Switch. But look what happens. They're going to fake the dribble handoff. We got 2 players here going to switch onto this player, which is all this player needs to blow by, get right to the rim, and draw a 2-shot foul for Utah. You're going to switch this. You can't sag. Right now, this big's got to cut this player's dribble off now. This player needs to drop, okay? Because look what happens here. Stop. Cut this player's dribble off, and then this player needs to drop with his back totally to the baseline. Because then I'm forcing him this way. I can stunt. I can recover. But you sag. This player never gets into the gap, so it's a drive right to the rim for 2. So you switch this ball screen. Where are you getting beat? Like right now, I am up right here, closing this player's dribble off so he can only go this way. Cade Cunningham's right here. Why am I not doing that? There's no place for this player to go. But instead, you sag, you let this player get wider, and also you let him go away from the gap help, so it's an and one. Just horrible transition defense. This is off of a steal. Okay, so first of all, this player should be sprinting back to the three-point line. Why? Because, look, you're jogging. So if I'm here, now, first of all, this player has the option to try and cut this dribble off and force him right here into gap help. Okay? Number two, the error is watch this player right here. Get back in a straight line. See? It just so happens that you have to be getting back to this way anyways in a straight line. But again, look at this player here. He's going down the middle and jogging as opposed to sprinting this way. Okay? So now, this player should be first cutting this ball off to see if he can force a drive this way. Okay? But this player should be sprinting back in a straight line. So I'm much close. See, instead of going back to the middle, I'm now right around here. So now I can just keep sprinting. Okay, make sure I'm ahead of these players, and then I can either go over here or I can go over here. But instead, this player's in the middle of the floor, so now there's a 2-on-1 on this side of the floor. Okay, and now look, it's just going to lead to an easy Utah drive to the rim for two. Okay, so you're in drop coverage here, all right, but then you decide to switch late. Look, Corey Joseph's going to have no idea where his man is, so there's his man right underneath the basket, and it's a dunk. So why am I even in drop coverage? Okay, here's a pick and pop, okay, hedge. Push this guard out, okay, this player's sliding over on the pop, okay? Now look what happens. So this player can stay here. If a skip pass is made all the way here, this player rotates there. Immediately when that skip pass gets made, this player's rotating here, and the man in backside help is immediately rotating to the corner. Okay? That's how you hedge a pick and pop. But you're in this stupid drop coverage where then you end up switching but way too late, and Corey Joseph doesn't know where he's going, so it's a dunk. Again, down screen. What is Kelly Olynyk doing? Your man is clearly coming here to set a down screen. You got to get attached to him. Okay, so that when this down screen gets set, look, you're attached and you're showing so that Joe Ingles can't curl. He has to go out and this chase can happen. But you don't show, so now he can curl right off the down screen. The chase can't happen, and it leads to a little layup at the rim. Again, horrible defense defending a down screen. Kelly Olynyk's got to get attached and show, so this player has to go out, and this chase can happen. But you don't show, so now you let him curl. So now Kelly Olynyk has to step up towards the ball because this chase wasn't allowed to happen because he was able to curl. Then it's just an easy little bounce pass to Rudy Gobert, and it's a two-shot foul. Going under a screen, you've got to, if this is your plan, you're going under the screen. Kelly Olynyk right now has to show his hands and jam the screener with his body. So this player doesn't have nearly as far under to go. But look what happens. You don't jam the screener at all, so look at how far under he has to go. It's a wide open three. Now, again, I don't even know why I would be doing this because, again, easy hedge. This player's up here, cutting the ball off here, backside help here. This Pistons player is guarding both Jazz players this way. If this player tries to cut, I don't know why, then you yell cutter, 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 okay? And then this player's occupying both Jazz players, and then this man in backside help will then come over here, and you X out here depending on wherever the ball goes. But, again, you're trying to go under a screen without jamming the screener. You're just going to be giving up target practice threes. Right? So you're switching this screen and then you're switching the second screen. But Kelly Olynyk right now, the plan is that you want to switch this second ball screen. You got to be up and Kelly Olynyk's got to immediately be over. See, right now, look, I got to be immediately over because I got to jam Gobert for real estate. Jam for real estate. But look what happens. You don't get over, so now Gobert's able to... Now he's initiating contact as you sealed and is also an easy offensive rebounding position, and it's a two-shot foul. Okay, again, Cade Cunningham right now, okay? Stop. Right now, you're immediately up and cutting this dribble off now. So now if I send this player this way, here's my gap defender. He's right here. Stunt, recover, and the dribble gets picked up out here, all right? But instead, look at this. You allow yourself to get beat that way a little bit, and now look how much lower the ball, the gap defender is able to get the dribble picked up. Too late. He's in the lane, which draws help at the rim, meaning no one's there to box out Gobert, and it's an easy two. Again, where are you getting beat? Okay, look at this. Ball comes back here. Stop. Cut this player's dribble off here. This player should be sinking down with his back completely to the baseline. So now I'm forcing this player here. right into a gap defender. There's no place to go. But no, you send him away from where there's any gap help, so now you have to help at the rim. There's no one to help the helper. Easy dunk for Utah. Down screen, unbelievable. Isaiah Stewart, your man is clearly going to set a down screen. You got to get attached. So when this down screen gets set, look, I'm able to show off of it. And now this player can't curl. He has to go out, and I can chase. But instead, look, you don't show. So now this player is easily able to curl, get right into the lane, and hit an easy jumper. So you switch Corey Joseph onto Rudy Gobert, and he's switching over the top. That's just a death sentence. Look at how much trouble that causes. Now that player has to be in backside help, so he's beat on a rip-and-go drive. And look what this now causes. Now two people have to come over towards the ball. No one's there to box this Jazz player out here. So this player is able to just get a free roll right to the lane, easy offensive rebound, okay, and an eventual easy shot at the rim. All of that gets prevented if you hedge this screen. Okay, look at this right here. Let's back it up all the way to where the ball screen is where all the havoc was caused. So again, I'm Corey Joseph. All right, I'm hedging this screen. Isaiah Stewart up. This backside defender is coming here. This player sinks down and occupies these Jazz players 2 passes away, and then we can X out depending on where the ball goes. But you're switching Corey Joseph onto Rudy Gobert. Are you kidding me? And again, it causes all type of stress on the defense. Constantly scrambling, nobody to box out for this offensive rebound, and then it's going to eventually lead to an easy 2 for Utah. Yep, stupid drop coverage. Look at Kelly Olynyk dropping, okay? Dropping towards the ball. So now Rudy Gobert is just going to have a free roll right to the rim, and look, on this catch-and-shoot 3, there's nobody to box out Gobert because Kelly Olynyk had to drop towards the ball. So it leads to a foul and 2 shots because Utah is in the bonus. So, again, why am I giving Rudy Gobert free rolls to the rim? Kelly Olynyk should be way up here, okay, and hedging, all right? This backside defender steps up here, okay? It's an easy recovery if a kick pass, if a pass is made all the way out there because we're pushing him to half court down into the corner, okay? And now I have backside help on Gobert's roll, okay? But instead, look what happens. Now Gobert is just right underneath the basket, and it's an easy offensive rebound. And a foul, which is sending Utah to the line. Again, stupid drop coverage. This player is just going to blow right by Olynyk to the lane for an easy layup. Why? Look at how easy this hedge is, okay? Stop. Hedge this ball screen, please. Okay, push this guard to the sideline, all right? This player here is just going to step up and backside help, okay? And you just got to slide over a little bit. Then we're good, okay? As soon as this guard hesitates, picks up his dribble, or brings his dribble back the other way, Kelly Olynyk can then recover back here and bump this backside defender back. But you're in drop coverage, so now this player is just going to go right down the lane, and it's an easy 2. If you're trapping and you're Cade Cunningham, you've got to stop. So right now, someone's got to be communicating that a trap is coming, okay? So Cade Cunningham's got to cut this area off so you can guide him into this trap. Okay, now our back line needs to start moving. This player has to move here because he's 1 pass away. This player has to move here because he's 1 pass away. Okay, so now this player's occupying both Jazz players here 2 passes away. Okay, and that's the trap. But you have to guide him into this trap right here. Okay, and then the back line moves. But you don't guide him into the trap. You let him go away from it. So now it's a foul and it's 2 shots.